You're a woman. You went from a man to a woman.
Yeah, I know a good one, actually. My mom used to work for a plastic surgeon. He's the guy who Howard Stern used to use.
Oh, nice.
Sal Calabrio.
Yeah, well, he used to send his boot people to my mom used to work for.
Welcome to Zero Pick Wonders. This is where you have the team with the winning player from last year, Ryan the Office Robinson.
Dumbest nickname ever, by the way. Dumbest nickname ever.
And myself. What's my name? Oh, what was I going to be? I was going to be something.
Horrible producer.
Scott the producer. And then we have Danny the five head of knowledge. And BKO the sports betting guru. These are your pickers. And we were, between the two teams, 0-2 last week. Good job, fellas.
Yeah, guys, week 1.
Does anyone want to comment on at least the Phillies lasted longer than the fucking Falcons? I mean the Eagles, not the Phillies. Sorry.
Hey, I won $229 last week, so I don't really care.
Doing what?
Yeah, I did pretty. I did pretty good with the Ravens for my secondary pick.
I thought the Ravens lost.
Nah, they kicked the shit. Oops, they kicked the shit out of Cleveland. They won. What was it, like 30-something to 6.
38-6.
Yeah, the line was only. I think it was Baltimore -7. I think.
So
I had a free $50. I had a free $50 bet on them, so worked out well.
Yeah, I had one again with the Cardinals last week. I had free $50 from DraftKings and free $25 from FanDuel, and I bet on the Cardinals on both of them.
Nah, I picked San Fran
because it was a 7-point spread, and I figured they always play tight games. So, and it turned out the Cardinals won outright.
Yeah. It's a tough week though. Week one, no preseason. It's pretty tough to kind of gauge what some of the teams are going to do. You never know.
The only good thing that came out of the Atlanta game was that Russell Wilson went off, and I kicked my brother's ass in fantasy. So,
fuck it.
I'll take
it. Well, it was really, even though both teams lost last week, we had a celebrity. One of our watchers on YouTube was a celebrity who was not happy because he picked both of the games. So then he called me.
I wish one of your guys had children so I could kick them in their fucking head or stomp on their testicles so you could feel my pain, because that's the pain I have.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with our picks last week. So.
Tuesday last week, so I think that's a high, isn't it?
But he's going to box again, too, so look out.
Yeah, he is.
Nuts.
I'd put money down on him.
He looks
He's a fucking beast.
He's going to face some other old guy, isn't he? Like Holyfield?
No, I think he's fighting Roy Jones.
Well,
he's fighting Roy Jones or something like that? Or Floyd Mayweather? I don't remember now. Doesn't matter.
Mayweather. They're not in the same weight class.
I don't think it matters.
He's fighting McGregor, UFC, actually.
Yeah, right.
He got arrested again.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it for alleged sexual something assault?
Yeah. He
alleged. I remember I said alleged.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yes. There's a lot of that going around. Celebrities, stay away from women unless you're married to them. That's the rule we're learning.
Well, it's like they always say, women, you can't live with them, you can't live with them.
Pass the beer nuts.
So who's leading off with this week's pick from the team of sports betting guru and 5 head of knowledge? Which one of you guys want to lead in?
I'll go first. I'll go first this time. Well, me and Delta Dan have chosen the Buffalo Bills minus 5.5. They're away. They're playing the Dolphins. Me and Dan were talking earlier. One of the reasons we like to pick is because Josh Allen has. I think this is his 3rd year. Well, the first 2 years he's played the Bills, he's gone off all 4 games. He's had unbelievable numbers. I think he's going to have a big game. Also, I looked this stat up. The Bills are 4-0 against the spread as the favorite the last 4 times. So that's a pretty good stat. That's Dan likes to call them nuggets. That's a nugget. John Brown has had his last 2 games against the Dolphins. He had monster games, over 100 yards and a touchdown. Fitz is going to be good for a couple. He's always good for a couple turnovers. And the other thing I just put is that the Bills have a top 5 defense. It's going to be tough for the Dolphins to move the ball. And I just think Josh Allen and the running game, I think they're going to be able to run. Now, the Dolphins have 2 good corners. They got Byron Jones and they got Howard. So it might not be easy to throw the ball, but I think they're going to run the ball out with Josh Allen and with Singletary and Zach Moss. But I think they're going to win 24-14, something like that, 27-14. I don't see the Dolphins moving the ball with Fitz magic.
The crickets are back.
So,
You got a
Danny
cricket
D,
Dan when he
what are
talks
you
about
thinking on
stupid
this one?
bets, man.
No, I'd like to echo some of what Brian said, that Allen has played just awesome against the Dolphins. Since McDermott became the head coach, the Bills are 5-1 against the Dolphins. And they, as he said, they're 4-0 against the spread as the favorite. That's 4 times out. Fitzpatrick is always good for a couple interceptions, and he didn't play too great last.
So you are covering 5.5. And where's the game?
They have a better defense than the Patriots do, I think. And they should be
They're in
better.
Miami, right?
Yeah, they're in Miami. There's going to be about 13,000 fans there, apparently, distanced around the stadium. So there might be some Bills fans there, I guess, too. If there's actually any Bills fans outside of Buffalo.
So they can squish the fish.
Yes,
That's what they say. Even though a dolphin's a mammal, they always say squish the fish. It's Buffalo, so maybe they're a little bit not too bright.
No, well,
It's Buffalo.
Yes.
I know a lot of people from Buffalo.
I'm sure you do.
A lot.
Why? Why would you know people from Buffalo?
I'm from Rochester. I went to school. I went to college with a ton of people from Buffalo.
You didn't say it right. It's Rochester.
Yeah. The Roch.
No, I just like Brian said, the Bills take advantage offensively, defensively against the Dolphins. I think Parker might have some sort of hamstring for the Dolphins. The Dolphins played okay, but then the defense folded at the end, like they always do. And I expect Josh Allen to run around, make some plays, because Cam Newton, who doesn't run as well as he used to, have made some plays running around. And I think Allen is more athletic than him at this point and has a better chance of doing something. So, I believe that with Brian that the Bills should cover this easily, a 5.5.
No, it's a good bet. It's not a terrible bet. It's a division rival. The Bills are the best. I think the Bills are a better team. Should be it should be a good game for about 2 quarters. And then the big question is how long before Fitzmagic loses his job?
Yeah, he's under some pressure, and the Bills should win the division this year. If they don't win the division, then the coach should be fired because they're clearly the best team in that division, I think. I understand that the Patriots are who they are, but offensively, they're challenged. And I think the Bills should win the division.
Yeah. McDermott's a local guy, isn't he?
Yeah, I think did he go to, I forget where. He
LaSalle? Is he a LaSalle guy?
Grew up. Yeah, I think he's a LaSalle guy. I don't think he went to CB West though. I think he went to somewhere else.
No, he didn't go
but I
to
think
CB
he went
West. Tell you that
somewhere-
much.
Where'd he go?
No, he didn't go to CB West. I know all the famous people that went to CB West.
No, okay. Well, we know you.
That's right.
Yeah. Where's the ring?
I didn't bring it. Yo, and me and Ryan learned recently that Mel Soria is a famous CB West
Hell
alum.
yes.
Yeah. Well, maybe he can pay for the field to be repaired after that tornado ripped the football.
Oh yeah,
field.
yeah.
Well,
Dan told me about that.
Maybe he could start directing our show.
Yeah, we got Fire Scott. Fire Scott.
Well,
Fire Scott.
he was not teabagged in the locker room as some sort of sophomore stunt. So I'm pretty sure he didn't go to CB West. He wasn't getting cattailed by wet towels by the coach that loved the boys. So
Oh my
I'm pretty sure he didn't go to CB West.
I can't believe he went there with that.
Well, we used to like the Jerry Sandusky jokes too, man. Scott used to have all the Jerry Sandusky jokes lined up. You could
Yeah.
tell he was ready to go before the show.
Yeah. Well,
Boys, what can I tell you?
he's the one who taught Brian that the broom trick that he used in the locker room.
That's right.
That was Brian's nickname back in high school. It was Woody.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise jawline. That's what it is.
So what
No,
do we
I got the,
right?
No, my hazing. I told Dan and Ryan my hazing was the some guy gave me a joint. I thought it was a joint, and I was trying to be cool. And they football players handed me that it rolled up like a joint. So I started pretending like I was smoking or whatever, and the guy had stuck it up his ass crack. So that was my initiation.
Was that
So I
before-
smoked someone's ass. I guess that's my.
And is that the same guy who teabagged you?
I didn't get teabagged. Mel Soria got teabagged. For the record, that's Mel Soria.
Great, we're gonna get sued by Mel.
That's right.
He's rich.
I'm sorry. The teabagging was at rugby at Kutztown. My bad. I had the team wrong. So Ryan, what do we got for the team we're picking? Packers.
Yeah, we're taking the Pack. I would like to go on the record to say I fucking hate the Green Bay Packers, but it's a good pick this week. So what do you have the line at? It looks like it's at about 6.
6.5.
6.5. Yeah, I mean it's a good pick. The Detroit last week they should have beat the Bears. They gave up 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to Mitch Trubisky. That's all you got to know. That's all you got to know about
It
Detroit.
is known as the Bears.
The Bears.
Bears.
So
That was me.
and Green Bay scored 42 points or something like that against Minnesota, 43 against Minnesota. I mean they gave up a bunch to Minnesota, but Detroit. I'm sorry, Detroit's just not very good. Matthew Stafford's played on subpar teams. Probably, maybe would have been a Hall of Fame quarterback if he had better people around him. Looking at it, about 76% of the money is on Green Bay, according to William Hill, Sportsbook this week. So I think it's a pretty safe bet. Aaron Rodgers is going to probably just tear them apart, and then when they've got to, they can run with what's his name, just to chew up some clock, Aaron Jones. So I think, and their defense is good enough against Detroit it's going to be I think it's going to be a high scoring game. If you're going to bet the over under, I'm going to go the over. 81% of the money's on the under. It was at 46, it's now at 50. I'm going to take the over. So I think Green Bay is going to score. I don't know, probably 30 to 40 points, and Detroit will probably score 15 to 20. So I just think Green Bay is a superior team.
Yeah, it looks like Green Bay coming off 1-0. And like you mentioned, Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers did pretty well. Devontae Adams was the receiving yardage leader, 156 yards, 14 receptions. He averaged 11 yards per catch. So looks like Aaron Rodgers is back if he can stay healthy. He was 32 for 44, 364 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. So what does that tell you?
You can read. Good job. Let's move on.
Yeah, what do you call it? Galladay is going to be out for Detroit, and Aaron Rodgers hates his coach because his coach is an idiot. That's why he's playing. He's playing with such anger. I think it's just driving him.
I don't even know who the hell the coach is. Is that LaFleur?
Aaron Rodgers hates the coach that's coaching the Cowboys now. So why are you saying he hates the new coach now too?
Because the new coach is a moron. They drafted a quarterback instead of a receiver in the first round of the draft.
It's not Marty Morningwick. So what's your problem?
Yeah, we gotta have a Marty at least once a show. We gotta have a Marty Morningweg shout out.
Yeah,
he's going to defer the overtime kickoff.
He might as well be Marty
to get
Morningweg.
Field side advantage.
He's Marty Morningweg and Hugh Jackson combined into one guy. I mean, it's just so stupid. You have a Hall of Fame quarterback who obviously still playing great. Why would you draft a quarterback now instead of drafting someone who can help him? It makes no sense to me.
Well, my only rebuttal, Dan, is they did go 13-3 last year.
Do you realize that with their draft pick that they now have potentially 30 years of franchise quarterbacks between Aaron Rodgers and the new pick? They've locked up 30 years of franchise quarterbacks.
More. Remember a guy named Brett Favre who played before Aaron Rodgers, played for 20 years? So you'd have
Brett
50 years.
Favre?
That's
they
my
drafted
point.
him.
Exactly. Right.
The Falcons drafted him.
I understand that, but he was still there for 20 years. He didn't play. Did I miss something? He never played for the Packers?
No, but he didn't get drafted, though. I thought that was the point.
Drafted. He still played there, unless he didn't play there. I guess Brian said, now another proclamation from Brian. Brett Favre never played in Green Bay. Never happened. That's like tight ends can't catch touchdowns.
All right.
Brett Favre never played in Green Bay. Never happened. 20
That's
years
what
of
I'm saying. They've got Rodgers, just like Rodgers sat on the sideline with Favre. So they've got that scenario going for them again.
I know, but they could win the Super Bowl this year, and I think you need to build up for win the Super Bowl. You could draft a quarterback next year. There's always quarterback.
Who were they going to pick instead of the QB?
Wide receiver.
There's a million receivers in this draft.
Well, apparently
they
don't
make the
need
big
them
bucks,
because
fuck it.
Rodgers didn't even throw a pick last game, and his yardage was pretty good.
Well, he's great, and they need to help get as many good players around him as possible, and they really kind of failed at that.
Yeah, also, I read somewhere that Love he didn't even look good in camp.
All right, so we're picking the Bills and the Packers this week. We need a couple of W's, obviously, for the show, for the sake of the integrity of the show.
Integrity.
I got a backup pick, by the way. I want to be like Brian with his backup teams.
That's right. Go Steelers!
My backup pick is San Fran -7 at the Jets. I know they flew cross country, but the Jets suck. I'm sorry.
Oh wow.
And you're probably a Jets. No, were you a Jets fan growing up, Scott? I'm sorry. I think San Fran's going to come out strong this week. So.
Well, I bet on the Bears -5.
Did you?
I think at home against the Giants.
Yeah. Daniel
me
Jones will probably have like 500 yards.
Me and Dan actually did have that Packers game too. We picked the Packers when I sent Dan the 4 picks. I did pick the Packers too. So I think the Packers is a good pick.
Yeah, I bet on that one too.
Hopefully we'll do better than we did last week. I think we have more of a clue.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah!
Well, there's always a chance. It doesn't mean it's a good one.
1 in a million. You're telling me there's a chance? Yeah.
No, the other thing I noticed too about a lot of the games, it was hard to pick because there weren't a lot of low spreads. There weren't a lot of 2, 3, 4 point spreads. Most of them were 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's a lot.
There was
Really
only
high
maybe
this
like
week.
3 or 4 games that were low spreads. So it was tough to pick. It was this week.
Yeah, I think the Eagles Rams was a 1.
Yeah, and the Vikings was a 3. But there weren't
Yeah,
many.
who the Vikings playing?
Colts.
Indy.
That was 3, I think. Colts were -3. But most of the spreads were like 5 or more.
Yeah, the New England Seattle is 4. Yeah. Atlanta Dallas is 3.5. That's a tough game. I don't know who's going to win that game. Somebody's starting out 0-2. That's a tough game.
I think Dallas sucks personally. I mean, I
Wow.
really do.
Well, they had who got hurt? Who got hurt last week? Van Der Esch?
Van Der Esch is like Jarwin is out.
Sean Lee's done.
Lee's out.
Sean Lee's always done, isn't he?
They lost 4 guys last week. The tight end's out for the season. Sean Lee's out for 6 weeks. An offensive lineman's out for a while. And Van Der Esch is out at least 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, they got hurt with some injuries last week. They're
Yeah,
still a good team, though.
Yeah, it's going to break Brian's heart if they lose again.
Prescott is the new Danny White. So mark my words. Even if he makes the playoffs, he ain't gonna win.
Did Romo ever win a playoff game?
Yeah, I beat the Eagles.
One?
When McNabb did the air guitar.
Yeah, it's the air guitar game. Oh, that was awful. Didn't the Eagles lose like 44-6 or something in that game?
And they beat the Seahawks too. Romo beat the Seahawks.
No,
But
they lost.
there was a pass interference they didn't call though. Or no, the Lions. I'm sorry, it was the Lions. It was the Lions. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's right. They had 2.
It was the
Wait,
Lions.
the Lions made the playoffs in the last 20 years?
Yeah, and there was a pass interference call in the fourth quarter that they didn't call against Dallas that might have changed the game.
What do you know? Dallas got a call in their favor?
Yeah.
Home against the Lions, who nobody cares about anyway.
Who gives a shit about the Lions? Nobody cares about Detroit.
Dallas has another injury. Mrs. Jones was injured hanging modern art up in the stadium.
Possible.
Yeah, she was trying to hang a new.
She pulled a hammy.
Was she carrying?
Hammy hanging a new find from the modern art collection in the stadium.
A Bonet?
So we're rooting on the Bills and the Packers, and then we have some other.
I'm not
side
rooting
picks.
those assholes on. I'm not rooting on the Packers. I just want them to win. I'm not
Right,
going to
they're
root
gonna
for
win.
them. Screw
They're
them.
gonna win.
They're a bunch of assholes. I hate them.
And then we had some side picks too, so that I had a comment on that.
I'm raising the stakes right now. This is a poker game. I'm shoving my chips to the middle of the table. I'm raising the ante. Anybody wants in, get in. Anybody
Jim?
wants out, get out.
That's right.
They went to the Super Bowl that year.
Who was that?
Jim Fossil, the New York Giants head coach.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Dan's
Awesome.
right.
And he said that. They went to the Super Bowl in 2000. Well, got crushed by the Ravens.
I was at the Trent Dilfer. They gave Trent Dilfer the MVP. No, not the
No,
MVP. He's the one that did the Disneyland.
Wasn't it Jamal Lewis? Didn't he get MVP?
Ray Lewis did. Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis got it, but they did Trent Dilfer. I'm going to Disneyland because they didn't want him doing it.
You didn't want the murderer doing it, right? So they got
Yeah,
dead.
yeah, they got Trent Dilfer to do it instead. Yeah.
Dan only he's not a Hall of Fame player. He's a murderer.
Well, he's a murderer. He killed 2 people.
But
But
he's also a Hall of Fame player.
so what? The police botched it. He should have been in jail. He should never have had a career.
He's both. He's a Hall of Fame murderer. Why can't you be both? Why do you have to be one or the other?
Right, you can't. That's what I'm saying. You could be both.
Jay Simpson.
Own it, baby.
You know how
Oh, I gotta find something for Dan real quick. Let's see if I can find it.
the police screwed up the chain of evidence, and they had to drop the charges against everybody. So those poor people never got justice for the guy who was killed. Now you have him and OJ
Here you go,
together.
Dan.
If anyone doesn't remember, Ray Lewis gave this ridiculous speech from his mansion instead of out in the street to the people of Baltimore as they were rioting after the Freddie Gray thing. And he kept saying, "We built this city," over and over again. And I've been waiting for someone to do it on YouTube to put that song behind him as he's giving that
Oh,
ridiculous.
that's funny.
That'd be funny. We built this city.
I think we're going to get flagged by YouTube for using a copyrighted song on the show. Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for banning us for life on YouTube.
Yo, we got in trouble for the Brooklyn Jay-Z song, Brooklyn. They sent us an email or whatever.
We got in trouble for using the Navy freaking what do you call it? The Navy theme song, alma mater. The Navy anchors away.
The school song, Anchors Away.
Because every time somebody lost that week, I would show a sinking ship and I would play the song "Anchors Away, my boys," and then we got flagged for that.
Well, have you ever watched the Brooklyn show again? Because it plays, but they took the music out. YouTube deleted the music.
Yeah,
and
it's all silent during the music for the
Yeah.
New York. Yeah,
Jay-Z had his people send my brother an email, man. Yo,
it still
famous.
plays, but it's totally silent, and Brian's like dancing around in total silence. That
Yes.
makes it even better.
Yeah,
That's hilarious. That's funny.
All right, good luck to myself, the producer, Ryan, The Office, BKO, the Sports Betting Guru, and Danny, the 5 Head of Knowledge. Good luck this week, fellas.
All right, good luck.
All right, good luck.
All right, we'll see you
You
next
guys.
week.
See
All
you next
right. Take care, guys.
Trying to click on the music. Couldn't work out too well.